fall in the senior category like myself, and I see two or three of you. You'll remember this gentleman's dad from the Isaac Liddon High School, the Marching 100. And so I turn the mic over to Dr. Sammy Sworr, Jr. Dr. Sworr was the executive principal here at Glencliff while Jim was coaching.
Thank you very much. Yeah, my dad was a very talented musician, and I didn't have any talent, so I became a principal. And I was the principal here. I spent 18 years here, 6 years as assistant principal, and then 12 years as the executive principal. And during that time, while I was an assistant principal, the head coach decided, after we were already losing, that he wanted to resign. And so Mr. Williams and myself met with Jim, asking if he would take the interim job. And of course, we know the story. You know, when you get the chance to come in and you're already 0-4, and you say, "Yeah, I'll take over," that takes quite a commitment, and he had that. As has been mentioned, things didn't go so well. Not only have we lost there, but Jim went 0-24 after that. Now, this is not like the pros or college where you play 12 games. We play 10 a year. 0-24 means for 2.5 seasons you haven't won a game. So that could be discouraging. Be discouraging to me. And Jim came in several times, and actually Scott Burnett, who was our athletic director at the time, we met with Jim because he wanted to talk about whether he should continue. And he came in and he said, "I'll step down if you want me to." And I said, "No, Jim, I don't want you to. I know what's going on. I know what you're doing. You are convincing these guys of what it takes to win. What it takes to win is a commitment." And he and all his coaches, and a lot of them are here, they made all of that possible because they said this is what it takes. It's been mentioned that he was a good pastor. He did a great job there. There were many conversations I had with Jim, and I said, "Jim, you're doing more for the kids at Glencliff than you've ever done in your career." And I firmly believe that, and I think he must have thought that might be the case also, because he stuck it out. And as you know, these guys started getting scholarships, they started going to class, they started passing, graduating, and it was all because they had that kind of motivation that our coaches put in these guys. It's already been mentioned too that not only was he a great coach, but he was Teacher of the Year in 2001 for Glencliff High School. And that's quite an honor. I think that speaks well beyond coaching. So we had a rough time. Sometimes the stars just align. I used to teach astronomy at Glencliff at McGavock High School, and my mom never could get the distinction between astronomy and astrology. And so she would tell some people that I taught astrology, like horoscopes and stuff. But I taught astronomy, which is sun and moon and stars and stuff. But sometimes the stars do align. I think that's what happened here. Jim came in, he turned this program around. When he first came here, he said, "I don't have any coaches here. All my coaches are at other schools during the day, and they come over. And so we need to get some coaches here." So we did. We recruited some teachers to come in here and be part of the coaching staff. In addition to no talent, I can't hold on to papers. So anyway, the stars aligned. He put it together, and you go from 0-24, and I can so well remember the first game we won, and I think it's fitting that we beat Overton. Since he graduated from Overton, I think it was appropriate for that to be his first win, and so that was so fun. After he retired, I was working with a program at Belmont University. We had a program where we had people who had done other things, and then they wanted to go into teaching. So you can imagine, one year you're an engineer in Germany, and the next year you're teaching 9th grade science in the Metro schools. Quite a change. So I got Jim to come over and mentor these new teachers at Belmont And so he followed them around. And you talk about being discouraged. Some of these guys were so discouraged because of what they were facing. Jim took his usual patience, and he helped them, he mentored them, he talked to them, he kept them in the classroom. And so he has done so much, not only for Glencliff High School, for Good Pasture High School, for every place he's ever been. He has really been one of our stars, one of our heroes. So I think it's so appropriate that this is the name for this athletic complex. Thank you.